in terms of hiding controls, let's say I want to animate this rig and I don't want to see any of the controls other than the arm. Once again, just create a display layer right here. I'm just going to call this, double click on it, and I'm going to call this extra controls, like that. And then select the controls you don't want to have visible. So I'm just going to select all of these and add them to the layer. So right click, add selected objects. You can then just turn off the visibility, and there we go. Now you only have the controls on the arm. This is something I'll do a lot, especially on very heavy rigs, like creature rigs, dragon rigs, things like that. They have hundreds of controls. You can just hide all of the controls that you don't need at the time, focus on the core controls, and then bring in the controls as you work to not get overwhelmed and not try to dig through all of these controls all at the same time. Now, you also mentioned that you just want to animate the hands. So in this case, you don't really even need to see the body if it's like a first person shot. The body's just kind of in the way, and if you're trying to kind of put your camera here, you have to put it through the body so you can see the hands. It can be a little bit of a pain to move things around. What you can do is set the rig so you can select the geometry on the AM rigs. All you need to do is turn this on, body selectable. Now I can select the geometry, or dig through the hierarchy and turn off the override. So in case you have to do that, you would just dig through the rig for the geometry, and you're looking for the display drawing override right here. So you want to uncheck that. There should be either the geometry itself or the group above it should have an override that's not letting you select the geometry. Once you have that, let's say I don't want to see his body. I can just take the geometry and I'll select the faces, and let's select just all of this for now. And I'm just going to hit Control H on the keyboard. That hides the geometry. It's still there. It's not deleted. So it's not going to affect the rig. It's just invisible. So I can do the same for the body here. So take that, Control H. Now, I've just got an arm. You'd want to make a cleaner selection, by the way. Don't do it like I did here and you're going to get weird connections. But now I can just animate this without the rest of the body. Now, I would want to make sure the clavicle, if I'm animating the arms, I want to see the clavicle. So I'm going to select that control, right click, remove from the layer, and now I can animate that clavicle as well. So there we go. Now I can animate this character, and you can hide whatever bits and pieces you want. I can animate this character with just the arms without having to worry about the rest of the body getting in the way and causing weird issues. And this will work regardless of the rig. So hopefully that helps. It's just a quick little thing, but it does make a big difference. I use display layers quite often, especially for heavy rigs.